Smart automation, better business. Learn how to optimize your business with Solved.
Hi everyone, my name's Dallin and I'm a senior consultant at Solved. And today we're going to continue our deep dive into Spiff. If you'll remember, we're on part 7. Look at us moving along. If you'll remember in our last video, we started looking into data sheets and we talked about how we could really easily create a simple flat rate payout rule. But as we all know, commission plans are rarely that simple. Most of the times, your reps have a target that they need to hit before the real money starts rolling in. And so today, we're going to be talking about quota tables. I'm going to show you how to house your reps' targets and how to pull that data into your logic so Spiff knows exactly what your goals are for the month. And then we're able to use hitting those goals in our calculations for compensation. So let's go ahead and get started and talking about quota tables. All right, so we've hopped right back into where we were in our last video. As you'll remember, if we need to create something new within Spiff, we want to create it within the folder that we're building everything else. So I have my example plan folder, and I'll come to the 3 dots right next to it, click on that, and you'll see our options here. And one of those options is a new quota table. So we'll go ahead and create a new quota table, and it's going to ask us a few questions. What do we want to name the quota? No spaces allowed here, so we're just going to call this one simply quota table. You can add a description. I'm going to skip over that because you don't need to watch me write a description here. But then we see we can select the quota's cadence. You can see that it's recommended monthly. I would say that they say that it's recommended monthly simply for the feedback loop that I think a lot of companies prefer with quotas. If you have a quarterly or an annually quota with your reps, then they aren't getting that feedback as often as with a monthly cadence. But a lot of the companies that I work with, usually it's a quarterly quota that they're trying to hit. I've worked with some that are annual, and you can work with a mix of both, right? If they're trying to hit quarterly goals, but ultimately there's also an annual goal that they're trying to hit, then you can create multiple of these tables that allow you to then fill in the specific goals that they're trying to reach. So I'm only going to do quarterly. That way I'm only filling in 4 boxes here, but it says recommended monthly. I've worked with all of them, and it's really just based off of how your commission plans are built. So let's go ahead and say quarterly. We'll go ahead and save that. And now you'll notice my quota table. Oh, and I spelled it wrong. See, that's why I didn't want to type in the description. But you'll notice our quota table is here now. And you'll notice it's completely blank, no records found. That's because we haven't brought any of our users into this quota table in order to assign them the quotas that they're trying to work towards. So you can come up here, add and remove members. And we want to make sure to include Ava. We know we've been working with her. And I'm just going to include a couple of others so that we can see how that works. But I want to make sure that Ava is included. I'll click save. And you'll notice that it brings those 3 that I chose into this quota table. And I'm now able to start setting quotas. Now my data is set for 2024 instead of 2026. So I want to make sure that this spans all the way back to 2024. So I'm going to make my start date Q1 of 2024. But notice the end date is still Q4 2026. And all it did was add spaces within this table for me to add. So really easy here. All you have to do in order to get data into this quota table is you can edit and you can say, hey, Ava in Q1 of 2024, she was shooting for 130,000. And then in Q2, we wanted to up it a little bit. We went to 150. In Q3, she's getting better. We went to 170. And then in Q4, big goal, we were trying to get 200K. And so I'll go ahead and save that. And you'll notice that now we've got these figures saved for Ava for her Q1 goals. So what does that mean? What are we going to do with that? How is that helping us? Well, we can start to do calculations based off of, hey, have they hit that goal? We can pull these numbers in dynamically so that you don't have to go in like you do with in Excel where you're changing your commission plans and like find the formulas, right? We can change the quotas here, but then dynamically change how we're referencing them later. So I haven't talked about worksheets yet, but we'll talk about that in one of our future videos. But I wanted to show this is where we do a lot of our math when working within Spiff is within a worksheet. And so you'll notice I can create a function here, just like within Excel, and I can use what's called the quota, Q-U-O-T, see I got to spell it right this time, the quota function. What that does is it allows me to then pull in the quota table and reference the values that exist therein. So what's my quota table's name? I spelled it wrong, so I got to make sure I'm spelling it right, spelling it how I spelled it there. So Q-U-T-A table, and I'll go ahead and click enter. In clicking enter there, it's going to save my function. Oh, we'll just click the check mark there so that brings it in. Saves my function. So you'll notice my filters up here at the top are looking at December 2024 for Ava, and it's bringing in that 200,000 that is the amount that I put in for her quota goal within Q4 of 2024. If I were to change it, let's say all the way to Q1 of 2024, we'll get to that 130,000 here once it loads. Hopefully it'll load for us. It's going to take a while. Maybe if I just simply went to August, there we go. We got 170, and let's try again to go back to Q1. Oh, it's going to be slow for us, but you can see I can change that to see 150, 170. So I'm pulling in that number, and then we can do other functions within here that says, hey, let's bring in Ava's attainment for this month. So we could do equals Ava's attainment. And then we could do another function here that says, did Ava go over that $150,000 goal? Yes or no? And then we can have yes or no here. And then if she did, we can apply an accelerator here. So you can see, however you have your commission plan set up, we're dynamically referencing that goal, and then we can use that number in our calculations very quickly, and that changes as we move throughout the calendar year so that they're hitting that quota based off of what their goals are, no matter what time they're looking at it. So you can see how quotas are going to get very powerful for us. So we'll continue to reference this quota sheet in our future videos, but just to encompass exactly what quota tables are doing for us, they're allowing us to put in the goals that our reps are trying to reach. And then based off of them hitting that goal, we can then use that in our math for our commission plans to say, yes, they hit their goal. Let's add more to the commission rate. Or, hey, we're between this attainment and this attainment of the goal, so the commission rate equals this. But right when it changes, hey, we've reached the goal, we can change the commission rate and apply it to the amount that we are over that goal, the quota that we've hit. So if you have any questions on this, obviously we're going to continue talking about quota tables as we move through the different parts of Spiff that we're working on. Let us know if you have any questions. Let us know if you are setting up Spiff and you want some help. We would be happy to hop on a call, work through your commission plan, and let you know, hey, quota tables are going to be really powerful here. Let's use those, and we can use those to beef up the calculations that are happening in your commission plan. So like and subscribe, like this video, subscribe to our channel. I'm going to continue talking about how we're using Spiff to recreate our commission plans, and so that our automation and our tie-in with Salesforce is seamless, and our commission rates are working well, and our reps are getting paid exactly what they're supposed to. So thank you guys. We'll see you on the next video.
Thank you so much for watching. We can't wait to help you automate your business. Please like, comment, or subscribe for more.